Hey, good morning, y'all. Happy Hump Day. Today is Wednesday. At least I believe it is. I worked last night. Is it a Wednesday? Oh, okay. Today is Wednesday. So happy Hump Day. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the week is going well for you. We're halfway there. Just 2 more days, and the weekend will be upon us. So we're halfway there, y'all. We can do this. Hope you're having a great and wonderful day and a blessed day. And I'm gonna get into the topic for this video. Oh, I'm having a blessed day as well. I just got home, so from work, working last night, so I'm doing well. Get to the topic for this video. So Stephen A. Smith, a lot of us know who he is. He's the loudmouth buffoon who happens to be black, who's on ESPN. He's on First Take, and he has a podcast as well, which I believe is broadcasting right now. I heard a snippet of maybe like a minute and 5 seconds of it on Twitter, and he was just going on this tangent about black people. Pretty much, we're not. You know what? Pretty much, we're just the lowest of low. Is what I got from this. And he said on yesterday on First Take yesterday morning that he was going on this podcast on Wednesday, which is today, and was going to go after black people who were critical of his defense of Jerry Jones. And his defense of Jerry Jones was utterly disgusting. It was Samboism 101. That's what it was. It really was. There's no way to cut it, no ifs, ands, buts about it. It was. What I said was that Jerry Jones being in that photo, witnessing what his racist classmates did not qualify him to be racist. That doesn't mean that Jerry Jones is a racist now, because look back at what he did a few years back when Colin Kaepernick were protesting the unjustifiable executions of black people and the players were taking the knee during the anthem. Jerry Jones said that if any player on the Dallas Cowboys took a knee during the anthem, they will be cut. They will be off the team. Jerry Jones said that. Black players, the majority of the players on the Dallas Cowboys are black, at least 90%. They're black. So you mean to tell me, including his starting quarterback, Dak Prescott, star running back, Ezekiel Elliott, who was the receiver back then? It wasn't CeeDee Lamb. Was it 2016, 2017? Who was it? Who was it? I can't think of the receiver name. Was it Amani Cooper? If anyone knows who the receivers were on the Cowboys, the 2016-2017 season, shut it out in there. No, I don't believe it was Dez Bryant or Dez Brown. No, I don't believe it was him, but it could have been. I don't know. But if anyone knows, just type it in the chat there. But in the event, yeah. So he goes on this tangent, and we know that Jerry Jones is a strong supporter of Donald Trump. Okay, that okay. And yes, Trump is racist too. We know that. We know that. But let's keep it a buck on here, y'all. These white conservative men aren't the only white men that are racist. There are white liberal men who are racist as well. Bill Clinton, Jim Crow Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer. I could go on and on and on. They're racist. Nancy Pelosi's racist. Hillary Clinton is racist. Like I said, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But they don't, but see, people like Stephen A., Jamil Hill, Mark Lamont Hill, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, they don't call out the white liberals on their racism. They're silent on that. They'd just rather call out white conservatives. And I said this in my post on Facebook and on Twitter, and I said it on here, and I say it again. That was the issue that I had. This outrage of this thing about Jerry Jones and the photo from when he was 14 years old, 65 years ago, witnessing his racist cracker classmates, black kids from attending classes. Where the outrage is silly. It's silly. It's silly, especially when you consider what we're up against now. It's a distraction and it's silly. And I stand by that. And no, that does not mean I'm defending Jerry Jones. There was a brain dead Negro that I'm Facebook friends with. I want to call his name so bad, but I'm not gonna put him out there. But a brain dead Negro actually told me that I was defending Jerry Jones. He actually said that. Some of us do not have, we have lack of discernment, but we so damn smart. This Negro's in tech. He's in tech and more power to him. I'm happy for him. He's in the tech industry, in the tech world. He's so damn smart. Some of us are so damn smart. Let let them tell it. But they have lack of discernment. Lack of discernment. How is that? How is that? No, I'm not defending Jerry Jones. I just said the outrage of him being in that photo from 65 years ago is silly. The outrage is silly, especially when we're going up against so much now in the present time. We got a president now who is giving the middle finger to the black community. He don't even want to have the discussion about reparations for black people. He don't even want to have a damn discussion about it. He don't even want to pass a anti-black hate crime bill. He don't even want to hear discussions on a black economic recovery plan, similar to what the U.S. did for Western Europe after World War II and Japan as well after World War II. The Marshall Plan for Western Europe and the Point Four program for Japan after World War II. They don't even want to do that. But when it come election time, these midterm elections, the presidential election, they want you to vote for you. They want you to vote for them. They want our votes. They want our votes. Please vote for us. Vote for us, black people. But you're not doing anything for us. What about reparations? Huh? What? I can't hear you. Huh? What? Huh? Huh? What? Respirations? Transportation? No, reparations. What about reparations? What about passing an anti-black hate crime bill? You know, the police are still killing us. That's a hate crime. You kill an unarmed black person. You don't have probable cause. They're not committing a crime. They don't pose a threat to you. You kill them. That's a hate crime. Hold them accountable. What Dylan Roof did in Charleston, South Carolina, 7 years ago, that was a hate crime. Barack Obama was president, the first black president, then passed an didn't champion for anti-black um, hate legislation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, what's the deal? But we got to vote Democrat. The lesser two evils, which is still evil. Make it make sense. But back to Stephen A. From what I heard on Twitter, the minute and 5 seconds, someone needs to call a plumber because his mouth is backed up with a bunch of caca. Call 1-800-plumber for Stephen A. Smith. Somebody need to plunge his mouth, plunge it. He got a lot of cockeye in his system because that's all he was talking. He talking about we complained about Obama. Well, damn right we did. Because he passed legislation for the LGBTQ plus IA community with that Marriage Equality Act, which, they just yesterday, the Senate passed a bill, Respect for Marriage, what was it called? Respect for Marriage, whatever act it was. The Respect for Marriage Act, that's what it is. RFMA, Respect for Marriage Act. The Senate passed that on yesterday because Chuck Schumer, it was a picture of him on the phone with his daughter, who's married to a woman, and you're expecting a child in next spring. So that's what the tweet I saw. That's what it read. See, when is it? But see, Stephen A. don't say that. He don't say nothing about that. Nothing about Obama did more for the LGBTQ plus IA community that they will call him the first gay president. That's right. They dubbed President Barack Obama the first gay president. Look it up. Google it. Google it. I saw the magazine. It was a picture of him, and he had a rainbow halo around his head. Look it up. Look it up. Am I right or am I absolutely right when you see it? I'm not making this up. They call that man the first gay president. The proof is in the pudding, y'all. No, he don't want to get kicked out of Master's house. So he's going to shuffle his feet and eat them hot butter biscuits. He got the butter on them, hot butter biscuits. Stevens, Stevens. That's his name, Stevens. Stevens liked them butter biscuits. That boy liked them butter biscuits. That boy liked them butter biscuits. That boy be shuffling, driving. I'm gonna take down black people for massa. I'm gonna take down black people for massa. Oh, bootlicking, shucking and jiving ass nigga. Excuse me, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. It's just too much. Stephen A. We need you. Kyrie Irving said. That he tweeted a link to a book that's anti-Semitic. Here I come, master. Here I come, master. Here I come, boy. Kyrie, you better stop, boy. You better stop it, boy. You better stop it, boy. Hey, Kevin Durant said something that that the black man that he loved black women, that he's for black people, this and that, and that the Jews, they have ownership of the NBA. Boy, you better stop it, boy. You better stop it, boy. You better stop it. However, and it's so like whenever he gets mad, his hairline just goes back and back and back and back. Bro, just cut it off. Just go ball, Stephen A. Aren't you like what you what? 55, 60 years old? Cut that shit off, man. You look like a tall George Jefferson. However, Wheezy, Honky, Zebra. For those who were too young to remember, George Jefferson, played by the late Sherman Hemsley, was a black man who owned 7 cleaners. I forgot what the slogan was, but he lived in the penthouse in New York. Him and his wife Wheezy and their maid Florence, and their granddaughter, whose grandparents were a mixed couple by the name of the Willises, Tom and Helen Willis. Their son Lionel Jefferson was married to Jenny, who later became Jenny Willis Jefferson. I'm dating my age. I love the Jeffersons as a kid. It was a spinoff from All in the Family. I know I'm digressing. So if y'all was like, who's George Jefferson? Who's the George Jefferson guy? That's who it is. Look him up. You could Google it. You could go on YouTube, and I'm sure pull out some episodes of the Jeffersons. It was a show that came out in the '70s. I think debuted 1975 through 1985. So, any event, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash it down. Smash it down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. But yeah, but Steven is like the more angry he gets, the more animated he gets. It's like the hairline gets pushed back some, get pushed back. It just recedes further back, you know. And he just a loudmouth buffoon. I wish someone would come on First Take who has the testicular fortitude to call him out on his show, to call him out on First Take, to call him out on his podcast. I wish, I wish. They said, be careful what you wish for. I'm wishing, damn it. I wish I could go on First Take. I wish I could go on his podcast and just call his ass out. I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. I wish I could. Make this video go viral. Please make it go viral. Please, I beg of you, make it go viral on social media, on Twitter, Facebook. I'm gonna do it as well. Um, any platform, make it go viral, please. I want him to see this. I want that buck dancing, bootlicking, jiving uh, Negro to look at this. Receding hairline nigga to look at this. Yes, you, Stephen A. Smith. I'm talking to you. Come at me, bro. I ain't scared. Yeah, I know you from Hollis, Queens. Ooh. Well, I'm from the northwest side of Detroit, Michigan. I'm from Northwest Detroit. Rosemont and Plymouth, damn it. We ain't scared. Northwest Detroit, baby. Hollis, Queens. Okay. I love Ron DMC. They the real ones. You just a imposter. You just a clown. You just a clown with a receding hairline who's a loudmouth Sambo. Sambo the clown. That's what you are, Stephen A. Sambo A. Smith. That's your new name. Sambo A. Smith. A stands for ass. Sambo Ass Smith. I'm tired of people like him. Just tired of it. You want to challenge our people, go on your platform on ESPN and go after black people and then say you're gonna do it and threaten to do it on a nationally televised sports show? Are you serious? Would you do that to white people? If white people criticize Stephen A right now, would he go on his show? Would he go on First Take and say, I'm gonna go after white people tomorrow? It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. Hairline receding. Make no mistake about it. It's not gonna be pretty. It's like, man, I know my Stephen A impersonation is horrible. I can't, whatever. It is what it is. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. Would he criticize white people on ESPN on First Take? The Jewish community. Would he do that? Would he criticize them? Say tomorrow, I'm gonna go after the Jews tomorrow. I'm gonna go after Jewish people tomorrow. It ain't gonna be pretty. Would he say that then? Hell no, he wouldn't. They would take him out and back and pop, pop, pop. What's your name? He wouldn't say Stephen. He would say Toby. Kunta Kinte said Kunta. He was real with his until he just couldn't take it no more. But it took him a while, and he finally relented and said Toby. Stephen, they would say Toby after the first, before they even hit his ass. Toby, my name's Toby. No, your name Toby. Don't you do that again. No butter biscuits for you. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash it down. Smash it down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on when I do videos on here. Do y'all remember Michelle Beadle, Blondehead Becky, on ESPN? Stephen A. made a comment about Ray Rice. Remember Ray Rice? Um, Played for the Baltimore Ravens. He punched his girlfriend and drug her, knocked her out and drug her in the elevator. And Stephen A. said that women, you need to. What I have to agree with Stephen A. on this. I have to agree with Sambo A. on this. Sambo A. said, I don't condone, I'm paraphrasing. He pretty much said, I don't condone domestic violence. I don't condone a man putting his hands on a woman. However, she does. However, women, you can't put your hand on a man. You have to keep your hands to yourself. You play a part in it too. Oh my God. Why did he say that? Why did he say that? They went after him. And Michelle Beadle actually violated ESPN policy because she went on social media criticizing Stephen A. That was a no-no. That was against ESPN policy. The ESPN allowed her to violate their company policy in order to punish Stephen A. Smith. She went on Twitter, I believe it was Twitter, and criticized him. And not only did they suspend Stephen A. for like a week or for a few days or whatever, but he had to apologize for his comment and to Michelle Beadle. How crazy is that? He had to apologize for saying something that was true and was suspended and consequently was suspended for it. But yet, that Becky was able, that Karen Cracker was able to get away with violating company policy by speaking about another employee on social media. If that ain't white supremacy at its best, then I don't know what is. Do y'all remember that? That was about 2013, 2014, I want to say. 2012, 2013, 2014, somewhere around that time. Did y'all remember that? This Karen was able to violate company policy by speaking about another ESPN employee on social media. That was a violation of ESPN policy. They ignored that, sided with her, made him apologize, and suspended him. ESPN are a bunch of gangsters. If that ain't gangsterism, then I don't know what is. That is white supremacy at its best. That's why Stephen A. that's why he is how he is now. He'll go after black people, but he won't go after white people. He won't. It's like Reza Islam said. Reza Islam said this last year. White supremacy, it's going to be hard to defeat white supremacy because we got too many niggas defending it, being the gatekeepers. We got too many gatekeepers defending white supremacy. White people, all they got to do is sit back and let some of these Negroes do the dirty work for them. Your Stephen A. Smiths, your Charles Barkleys, your Shaqs, your Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, yes, Kareem, your Jamil Hills, your Joy Reids, Mark Lamont Hills, to a certain extent, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. And it pains me to say that because I respect him, but I got to keep it a buck. Who am I saying? Gayle King, Oprah, D.L. Hughley. How could I forget about that dried up looking cactus looking fool? Shout out to my boy Aaron Assad. Shout out to you, brother. He said he look like he needs some water, and he does. He does look like he needs some water. How are you 60 years old and your voice, you don't even have a deep voice? You haven't even hit puberty yet. This is the Jazzy Point. This is Dion Hingley. This is the Jazzy Point. This is the Jazzy Point. Kanye West. You don't want this to be Kanye. You don't want this to be Kanye. This is a Jazz Report. Dion Hughley. You know, then he start. Dion Hughley. This is Jazz Report. This is Jazz Report. Man, you 60 years old. You 60. How's your voice not deep, bro? You sound like a 6-year-old. A 6-year-olds with deeper voices than yours. This is the dancing point. This is Dion Hughley. This is Dion Hughley. And you know, and Kanye, you know, Donald Trump, and vote Democrat. Oh, and Roland Martin, Porky Pig himself. A beep, 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 a vote Democrat, a beep, beep, a Democrat, a beep, beep, beep. Tiffany Cross, another one. Angela Rye, Simone Sanders, and I'm sure there's many more. All these names I've mentioned are gatekeepers for white supremacy. They are the gatekeepers for white supremacy. They are, y'all. Barack Obama, the greatest gatekeeper, the greatest of the gatekeepers, Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. I'm just keeping the buck on here, y'all. Oh, and what's her name? That corny cornball comedian, that corny peasy head comedian. What's her name? Amanda Seales. Her ass. All these names I've mentioned, all gatekeepers for white supremacy. And there's more. There's more. This is why white supremacy will never die, or it will be difficult to bring down, because too many are defending it tooth and nail. They are defending it tooth and nail. They will risk their lives and limbs to defend white supremacy, to take down their fellow brother and sister in order to get the reward from massa. It's the old Willie Lynch syndrome. It's Willie Lynch. It's the modern day Willie Lynch syndrome. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. We'll risk, tooth and nail, risk life and limb to take down another black man and black woman just to please massa, just to get them hot butter biscuits and that big old glass of lemonade with the ice. Yeah, try to shut them down. Yeah, word up. They're losing the brothers. Thank you, man. I like to think so. I like to think so. I just don't tolerate the BS, man. It's too. We. That's why this outrage about Jerry Jones is so silly. It's so silly because it was 65 years ago. Why is it coming out now? Why didn't it come out when 5 or 6 years ago, when the whole protests were going on, when NFL players were protesting police brutality, the unjustifiable executions of police or black people by the police? Why didn't this photo surface then? Why is it surfacing now? You have to ask these questions. Why now? Again, I'm not defending Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is a racist. I'm not fond of Jerry Jones. I could care less about him. I don't think he's being treated unfairly. No, I don't. Stephen A said the exact opposite for the Brain Dead Negro on my Facebook page. He said the exact opposite. So no, I'm not defending him. Get a clue. Learn discernment, bro. Learn discernment. And then, and the person, if they see this, they know who I'm talking about. They know. But I go back to the question: why is this photo coming out now? Why now? Why now? Nothing's going to happen to Jerry Jones. Why should it? If something does, I could care less. I'm not going to sit up here and say that was wrong for Jerry Jones, the way he was treated. That was wrong. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, well, you know, I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. Why get mad at some old 80-year-old cracker from a photo when he was 65 years ago, when he was 14 years old, witnessing his other cracker friends doing a racist act? Why get outraged about that when you should get outraged about people who pass legislation that affect our lives on a daily damn basis? Every damn day. Every day. Joe Biden, the 1994 crime bill, that's more recent than the photo of Jerry Jones. That photo is from 65 years ago. The crime bill is from 28 years ago. That's more recent. Biden signed that into law. Biden wrote that. Clinton signed it into law. That sent thousands upon thousands upon thousands of black men and women to the gulags in the 1990s. It single-handedly ruined black communities. Black kids grew up without their parents. For nonviolent drug charges, they gave them the maximum. They gave them the maximum minimum. Minimum drug charges, the maximum time. Life sentences for nonviolent drug charges. I remember the 1990s. I graduated in the 1990s. I joined the military in the 1990s. I became an adult in the 1990s. I saw this happen in the 1990s. It destroyed our community. But y'all don't say nothing about that. But let's be mad about Jerry Jones from a photo 65 years ago. Make it make sense. We could use this outrage somewhere else. Let's channel this energy toward where it needs to be channeled. The Clintons, Jim Crow Joe, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, the Democrats, and yes, the Republicans too. They're not innocent either. Let's channel this outrage and energy to these racist lawmakers, not some photo from 65 years ago. Jerry Jones cannot pass a law affecting us. The only power Jerry Jones has is over the Dallas Cowboys. That's the extent of his power. His power is over the Dallas Cowboys. His mandates are for the Dallas Cowboys because he's not only the owner, but he's the general manager. He can't affect my life. He can't affect your life. He can affect the lives of the players, though. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. He can affect their lives. Not mine, not yours. Hit the thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on when I do videos on here. And yeah, they're all buddies. They all hang out together. That's true. Robert Kraft is another racist, but he's a liberal. He sat and had popcorn with Meek Mill, so he's one of us now. He for the brothers. Get out. Some of y'all saw. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said it best. He said, God is coming for a foolish people, and we certainly fit the bill. We certainly fit the bill. But on that note, y'all, I'm gonna hop off of here, give me some shut eye, well, give me some food and then give me some shut eye. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dropping your comments. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God bless. Please, this is the Christmas holiday season. I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that, but I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't do Christmas. But if you're going Christmas shopping, especially now, please be safe, be careful, be safe out here. People have ante up on their evilness during a time that's supposed to be peaceful and goodwill toward all men. That's when the criminal activity ramps up. Isn't that crazy? This is supposed to be a time of tidings, goodwill toward all men, but yet people would split your wig over what you bought, over what you bought, and will steal it. Crazy. But in any event, if you're doing Christmas shopping, please be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. Beware and be aware of your surroundings. Be cognizant of what you're doing. Be smart. Just be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your love and support. I need it. And please continue it. And like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Drop your comments below and let me know what you think, please. Like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Take care and God bless. Love you much. I'm out. Peace.